Hi, it's Kelson. Kelson Willis from Tight Assets Fitness Training. I've been a personal trainer for a few years with the company, and I'm here today to talk about a somewhat controversial topic from a personal perspective, and that topic is gluten. People for a long time have been ranting, raving, writing, talking, blogging about why gluten is bad for you, why you should avoid it, and it's ended up exploding into this big craze since I think 2011, or at least that's when I started paying attention to it. But it wasn't until I never paid much attention to it until this year due to a very severe diagnosis I had, and that was celiac disease. So I'll just give a quick primer for those who may not know what it is. So celiac disease is an autoimmune disease that affects the digestive tract, and where it primarily hits is the upper portion of the small intestine. So I believe it's right around here, I could be wrong, but it's called the duodenum. And what happens when I consume gluten is that my immune system will start to attack me. And eventually, over prolonged periods of time, I can't absorb nutrients, which leads to a whole huge host of other problems. And I only found out after I got to a certain state where I just couldn't take feeling like garbage all the time. So I went to my doctor and got a test done, blood test, and then I got sent off to another doctor. I got a biopsy done. Got that taken care of, found out I had celiac disease, and gluten was my problem for my entire life. And what made it so interesting and so relevant even now is that it affected every single aspect of my life. Gluten was one of the sources of many major problems that I had going on. Physical, mental, emotional, and the more I was told about it, the disease and gluten, the more everything started to fit together. Because when you look at me now, I'm currently 165 pounds. I don't really look it, but the scale says I am, so I'm inclined to believe it. But when I was diagnosed, I was 145 pounds. So with that, I want to lead into why people who don't have celiacs or some issue that requires you to be off of gluten, why you should still consume gluten. Gluten provides taste, texture, elasticity to your food, and it is delicious. Unless you're somebody like me, then it's a poison. But anybody who doesn't need to be off of gluten, I fully encourage you to eat it, eat the most of it. Here's my reasons why. One, it costs less money, and it's better for you. If you even just go into a grocery store and compare a loaf of bread that has gluten in it to something that doesn't, you will be blown away by the nutritional differences, mainly due to the fact that non-gluten foods tend to have higher levels of fat, sodium, and sugar than things that would have gluten in it. And it's your wallet. Why would you not want to save some money if you don't have to avoid this type of protein? And if you do have to be off of gluten, I'm just going to say this. If you suspect something's wrong, go to your doctor. Don't mess around with this. Go see whoever it is. It's really, really easy to find out if there is a problem. They just get you to do a simple blood test first, like they did with me. And then if you do, you keep going a bit further. And then if you don't, you have nothing to worry about. So, and I'm just going to say this now. If you have any further questions about gluten or celiac disease, or say if you do have a disease or something that requires you to be off gluten, don't hesitate to contact me at www.tightassets.ca. Look for me under Kelson, message me right away. I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you, have a great day.